Hello everyone, welcome to this week's Beer Garden. Today I'm very happy to have my two mates, they are Steve and also Joe to be in our meeting today previewing the Happy Valley race card on Wednesday. But before talking about the Wednesday meeting, we would like to discuss some of the recap of last Sunday. How are you, Steve? Do you think last Sunday's results are good?
Yes, I really enjoyed it. It's good racing. And yes, a few interesting results. Never's Witness, of course, stole the show, didn't he? That was wonderful to see. But yes, it's always on National Cup Day, National Day. It was good fun to see, and I enjoyed the big sprint as well. It was very enjoyable. Thank you.
Yeah, me too. How about you, Joe? How are you? And do you think that Nervous Weakness is a horse for you to follow?
Yeah, I would think so, especially with that performance. I was a little bit disappointed though with Carroll Street, but I guess he got checked before, like during the run. But yeah, Nervous Witness like blew him out. I thought that was a really good performance, and he will have a future, I think, in Hong Kong in the next couple seasons.
Yeah, it was a funny bit of it was a shame for Carroll Street, wasn't it? Because it looked like Propice came on the inside of Flying High and caused Flying High to sort of kind of just go slightly off kilter, if you like, go a little bit just off balance, wasn't it? And that was then a knock-on effect, and it then bumped into Carroll Street. Because, I mean, he was going okay at that point. I don't think he'd have been anywhere close to the winner, but it effectively ruined his race.
Yeah, that's a shame that that was an accident, and I would say that is quite forgivable for Carroll Street. I would definitely give him one more chance on his next start, and hopefully the horse will remain healthy in the coming days.
Yeah. But the feature race was actually pretty good too. I wasn't expecting Skyfield. That was his first time on the straight, and I didn't think he was going to get second. I didn't think he was going to place at all. I thought he just needed the run, but he looked pretty good in that race, I'm sure. Not and all respect to the winner, but I thought Skyfield ran a really huge race that day.
Yeah, definitely. Skyfield, because he was carrying a top weight, but he could still deliver a really good turn of foot. And then maybe most of the sprinters in the National Day Cup in that field will be participating in the Hong Kong Sprint at the end of this season. So let's look forward to that. And how about you, Steve? Do you have any other horse that you will follow on that had good performance on Sunday?
Nothing actually specifically. I thought Sea of Life ran quite well. A nice, steady, consistent horse. He was in the 1400-meter race run by Master Montaro. But yeah, it's early in the season, isn't it? It's just nice to see who comes forward from these. I think once the season progresses, we'll have a clearer picture of who to follow, who to not follow. Stronger, of course, my selection in the sprint was making his reappearance, and although he didn't get the best of runs under Vincent Hole, there's no way you could really say it was the difference between winning and losing. Whereas Skyfield, of course, had to almost circle around the whole field to deliver his challenge, so he must have covered a lot more ground. It was a very eye-catching effort, as everyone's noticed.
Okay, so let's talk about this Wednesday's race card. The Triple Trio race will be in race 5, race 6, and race 7. First of all, let's talk about the first leg, that is race 5. It is a class 4 over 6 furlong. Joe, do you have any horse that you like in this race?
Yeah, this one I looked up and down the whole field. I mean, I was thinking about maybe a roughie winning, but I actually went for the top horse, the number 1 horse, the top weight, Aurora Pegasus, just because that horse has been ran with Jao Moreira before and got second at Happy Valley 2 runs back, and then ended up getting the apprentice, Al Chen, the second time and still ran second. So I think even in class 4, I think he still has the class to maybe win this race, I would think, because it looks pretty wide open from the odds. And from what I've seen, he has a bit, and with Happy Valley in the 1200 meter, usually the shorter meters, since it's so tight, you probably want to be on the inside more than the outside. Because if you're on the outside at Happy Valley, you really have to be really fast to get out. But I think that Aurora Pegasus would probably be even my best bet on the card that day.
Yes, so here, number 1, Aurora Pegasus, he will be ridden by Everett Chen again. And this horse delivered a really good turn of foot last time out, just beaten by All Beauty. And hopefully he will have better result on Wednesday. How about you, Steve? Which horse do you like here?
I went for Flaming Passion's my pick. He's a lightly race sort. Karis Teeton has been on board every time, including this one. And he's well drawn in barrier 1 on the rail. Made a nice return to action when finishing midfield to Just Steed over the 1,000 metres on the first Happy Valley meeting of the season. He's nothing from 7, but he's fairly consistent, and that's seen his rating. It's hardly shifted much because of his consistency. It's a very competitive race. I think the more Soom handicap 14 days ago will have a key impact on it too, because we had Aurora Pegasus, Destined, and A Smile Like Yours in 2nd, 3rd and 4th. And A Smile Like Yours, it's hard to see him not being involved in the finish. He's a really nice horse, and I don't know, I wouldn't be surprised at all if A Smile Like Yours just went and won this quite easily in some ways. He's reunited with Joe Moreira, and he's from gate 6 of a career low mark of 44. He's a really attractive looking type, but I don't know, he's losing stack. He's only done with 9-10 runs, but I just wonder if he's one of those unfortunate type of horses that will always have a bit of unluckiness or meet trouble in running or just be unlucky. So I just thought Flaming Passion this time, but I wouldn't be surprised if A Smile Like Yours maybe turned around the form with Aurora Pegasus and Destin. But for me, yes, Flaming Passion.
Number 4, Flaming Passion, will have his second up on Wednesday with a good warm-up. I think last time out, 6 furlong on Wednesday night should be a better distance for him, so I'm quite looking forward to him too. And for me, I will go for number 5, Good Shot. He will be ridden by Zach Burton and trained by Tony Cruz. This horse had several good runs last season over this course and distance, but he was always beaten by some other better horses like Spontaneous and Exponential. Now at the career low mark, 48, I think that he is able to bounce back because Good Shot had a good barrier trial performance on 24th of September. And in that barrier trial at Happy Valley, Good Shot jumped very fast and then went on nicely. This time, Zach Burton takes the ride again. Gate number 4 is good for him, and I hope that he will have a good result. So in the first leg of the Triple Trio, race 5, Joe is keen on number 1, Aurora Pegasus, and Steve likes number 4, Flaming Passion, and my pick is number 5, Good Shot. So to the second leg of the Triple Trio, race 6 is a class 4 race over 1650. Steve, which horse you will be keen on here?
Well, I thought this looked like a bit of a minefield, but I went for the lightly raced Earnest Feeling, who has yet to win in 6 tries, but has finished second on his last 2 starts and won a barrier trial over 1,200 metres last month under today's jockey, Karis Teeton, who I'm obviously hoping has a good night because I've already picked him in race 5. So hopefully he can win for the first time. The headgear he wore when second to Fafa on his final start is retained. And I like his unexposed profile. It's a very difficult race to call, but I just think he's got untapped potential. So it's Earnest Feeling for me in race number 6.
Yeah, number 8, Earnest Feeling will be ridden by Karis Teeton. This horse is now 4-year-old, and after the summer break, he gained 28 pounds. I think that this should be a good sign showing that he is growing up well. Actually, I like him as well. How about you, Joe? Which horse are you keen on here?
Another crazy. This one has a lot of crazy favorites that's won me money before, like Nunchucks. That was one horse that I remember at Happy Valley that actually got me a 6-up and ended up cashing that ticket. I was leaning towards him, but I went towards the bottom and went with Smart Wong Choi. Just a lot of consistent performances. Hasn't had a win yet. I mean, we've seen him get seconds and thirds over at Sha Tin. So I think maybe the course will be a little bit better for him this time around at Happy Valley. Maybe he'll do a little bit better. He's on the bottom. He has a little bit of he doesn't have a lot of weight to carry. So I think with a lot of different horses, I think Smart Wong Choi is probably going to run him down late. That's who I would pick in that race.
Okay, number 9, Smart Wong Choi. He is still a maiden, but I think that this horse is very honest actually. And also his riding tactic is quite dynamic, so I think that he is able to win at any time. And for my pick here, apart from Ernest Feeling, I also like number 10, Cherisert. He will be ridden by Alex Light and trained by David Ferraris. This horse is competitive at the current rating of 43, and on his recent 2 starts last season in June and July, he finished strongly at both Sha Tin and Happy Valley. And this time, this is quite a main point because he will be just carrying 116 pounds, which should be very favorable for him. And I would not expect this 7-year-old to improve a lot, but he should run well on his seasonal debuts because he had good preparation during the summer, such as some good barrier trial performance and good gallops. And I'm quite looking forward to number 10, Cherisette. And in race 6, our pick will include Joe likes number 9, Smart Wong Choi, and Steve is keen on number 8, Ernest Feeling, and I will go for number 10, Cherisette. And so we will be talking about the final leg of the Triple Trio. That is race 7, and other field of class 4 over 6 furlong. Joe, do you have anyone you like here?
Well, right now, currently, Fortune Carrier is the favorite with Zach Burton. I was leaning towards him, but when I saw the odds, I think that he could probably get beat, if not somewhere place. You could get a little bit of place value. So that's why I went with Melbourne Hall, number 6. Again, like all the other horses that I picked, has had consistent performances before. So second, and then 2 races back at Sha Tin didn't do so well, and then Happy Valley again. So I think this horse loves Happy Valley. Some of the from the last 2 performances I've seen, and I think the shorter distance of 1,200 meters looks like where he's placed in this race. I think he'll be somewhere around the finish because he's had seconds in 1,200 meters, and when he went to Sha Tin, he was like dead last in all those races. So I think for a little bit of value, you could probably throw in Melbourne Hall. Maybe Great Harvest was another one I looked at as well, but I mean, it's hard to beat Zach Burton on a favorite sometimes, but I think he can get beat here. I'm going to go with number 6, Melbourne Hall.
Number 6, Melbourne Hall. This horse looks great in the morning trail work, especially the gallop on 23rd of September. That was really impressive, and I think that he will have better results than last start. How about you, Steve? Which horse do you fancy here?
Well, I decided to go for Fortune Carrier. He ended last season in fine form. He was second to Universal Go-Go and Harrier Jet, and he's continued in the same vein this season with a neck victory over Exponential. £5 up doesn't seem too harsh, and he's also backed the rail draw. Zach Burton keeps the faith, and I expect him to confirm the placings with the runner-up Exponential on slightly worse terms because he's still unexposed after just 7 runs. Great Harvest, a really nice horse, but needs respecting. He's won his last 3 of his last 4. But he's drawn high this time, double figures draw, so it might be scupper his chances. And Spicy Grill won really impressively last time, but he has to prove he can cope with his rising class up to a 4. So for me, I'll stick with Fortune Carrier.
Yeah, me too. I have the same thought with Steve. I also like number 3, Fortune Carrier in race 7. This is a last-time winner over the same course and distance. And last season, when he was 3-year-old, he had several good runs. But after the summer break, he improved a lot because last time it was really impressive. I think that he should be shining in this season at 4-year-old, as he just won by a neck, just a very short margin last time out. So his rating now is still competitive, still racing in class 4 and also carrying 126 pounds, seconded on board again, and gate number 1. Seems everything is quite favorable for Fortune Carrier. And also he had a quite impressive barrier trial last Tuesday, and I hope he will have a back-to-back win. So in the final leg of the Triple Trio, race 7, Joe is keen on number 6, Melbourne Hall, and Steve and I also like number 3, Fortune Carrier. So after talking about the Triple Trio, the 3 races, let's talk about our best bet. Joe, did you mention that your best bet is in race 5?
Yeah, race number 5, and that was, let me see here, Aurora Pegasus. There is one I wanted to mention. So this is the best bet, number 5. Number 4, there is a horse named Super Bella that Brett Davis told me to watch out for, the former commentator in Hong Kong. he said that that horse he should watch out for. He was doing okay in the UK before he came over to Hong Kong. And this is race number 4, number 3, Super Bella. And when he said the day that he said that, he ended up winning first time out. And then he won at Sha Tin. And if the pattern continues, because it's win 7th, win 7th. So now it's the 7th. Should win the next race. But he's going to carry a little bit more because he was carrying 56 kgs. Now he has to carry 57 and got 7th. But maybe he'll improve on the next one. It's the one with Jao Morera. So Super Bella to watch out for, but my best bet is in race number 5.
Okay.
Aurora Pegasus.
Okay. How about you, Steve? Which horse is your best bet, and do you have any value bet on Wednesday?
I went for my best bet being Classic Posh in race 8. He's up 7. I don't normally pick a winner last time out. I try and think outside the box, I guess. But he's up £7 for a very taking success over course and distance on his reappearance. And he's on a career high mark, but he's got strong claims from gate number 7. I think Classic Posh is an underrated horse, perhaps not so much now, having won 2 of his last 4. But he has a really likeable attitude. And this should be run to suit with the likes of Jolly Good Heart. He's likely to make the running from the 2 barrier under Alexis Bedell. So Zach Burton on Classic Posh, he's 3 from 5 on the David Hall trained 6-year-old. So I wouldn't be at all surprised if he just won again off his career high mark of 76. For a long shot, I thought in race 2, I thought Happy Jai Jai, he'll be a big price. He's had 11 runs and he's never been better than 7th in any of his runs. 9th, 8th, 11th seems to be a speciality. But I just think one day you get prices, don't you, occasionally in Shatton and Happy Valley where they just win at incredible prices and you think, how on earth did that happen? And maybe one day Happy Jai Jai, certainly for place purposes, he has a good chance. So Happy Jai Jai for me. He had a good 6 furlong reappearance. He was 10th of 12, but it's too short for him. And maybe over the mile trip, he'll bloom here.
Yeah, that's quite good to hear because I actually have my best bet in race 2 as well. So I strongly recommend you guys can make a Quinella bet on Steve and my selection. And my best bet on Wednesday will be race 2, number 1, Seize the Spirit, ridden by Joe Morera again. And I would say that this horse last start over 7 furlong at Sha Tin was quite forgivable. He should be a winner if he wasn't stay wide without cover. But he was still beaten by only 1 length. That was not bad, and he had some good runs at the city track before. I hope he will have better results on Wednesday, and I will give this horse Seize the Spirit one more chance. So we just mentioned about the Wednesday's race card in the Triple Trio races and also our other bets such as our best bets and the value bet. So I hope that we will find more winners for you. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.